All right, YouTube, what's up? I'm back. Okay, today we're going to talk about my muscles. No, I'm kidding. I don't have any muscles. I honestly wasn't planning on recording this part of the video today because I was editing, and I said, you know what? Screw it. Let's just do it. You get a gun show, and here we go. The most American thing I've ever said. So, what we're talking about today, we're talking about changing heads, but I want to start off with 3 rules that I have about this. Actually, there are no rules. That's rule number 1. No rules. Second rule is, what is the second rule? See, I didn't even think, I don't have rules. I just do it. I've done this thing for so long, and I remember being 13. Okay, story time. I remember being a 13-year-old little boy. No, I remember being a 13-year-old little boy, and there was I want to say like an old Imperial Star at the church that I was playing. And that kit had a 13-inch rack tom that was like a 13 by 10. That was just the worst damn thing to tune. And I remember I learned how to tune that drum. And I sat there every Sunday for probably 6 months and tweaked it until it finally worked. You want to tune, you want to change, whatever you want to do with a drum to get it to sound a certain way. There's just, the 3 rules are, here we go. I made it up, I just thought about it, here it is. 3 rules. Rule number 1, there are no rules. Rule number 2, tune for what you're playing. Tension for what you're playing. And then number 3 is you have to trust the way something feels. There was miscommunication about when I could do this whole thing, and front of house was tuning PA, EQing for stuff, and he had no idea I was on stage. Like, we did sound check, and then everybody was off except me. And, you know, sometimes that's how it goes. So I had to trust that something felt, when I hit it, I knew it sounded right. Here we go. This, again, here's a little clip of me playing sound check with the old heads, and then we'll change the heads, and I'll play the same song. It's the same song during sound check, and a video of me playing the song in the show, and you can just hear how much more low end there is with the drum with a new head. Alright, let's change some heads. We'll go to this side camera and talk about how I like to tune drums and some of the tricks I learned. Yeah, it's just easy to do it this way because then you don't really spend a bunch of time tightening and, stretching heads and not stretching heads. So let's dig into it. Alright, so rule number 1 is if you have mics and stuff like this, triggers, whatever, talk to your sound guy. They might be very particular, or sound lady. They might be very particular about how you place things, where you place things. So I'm fortunate. My front of house guy trusts me, and I just take off the mic. I usually try to hook it somewhere nearby so I don't forget. And then with these triggers, they have XLRs. You can sometimes unplug the XLR, but with these D-drum triggers, it's a lot easier to just pop them off and not do that, but we'll get that later. Anyway, so this head's been on here, sheesh, 2 months. I used this kit for a private gig, like a wedding gig back home, and I put that head on there. So it's time to change it. I mean, we did 3 days of rehearsals, all the shows until today, which is almost a month worth of shows. So it's just time to get rid of it. Let it go. I play Rebo. And yeah, I'm going to put another Rebo Emperor coated on there. Those seem to be my favorite heads. If I'm playing something that's a little more like R&B driven or gospel stuff, I tend to use Clairs or even Ambassadors sometimes, just kind of cut through a little bit more, and they sing more. So this is just me taking this thing off. Great.
look, I'm not the guy that's gonna clean this thing up. I just get rid of it. That's it. This is always the awkward part. What do you do with this wire? I don't know. I just put it on the ground. I will do that. To me, the most important thing about changing heads is to pre-stretch the heads before you even get it on the drum. So just a regular head. Sounds fine. I just go around. And I literally just do that a bunch of times. And I do it over and over and over again. That seems to stretch it out in a nice manner. It annoys everybody in the room. And then I just put it on. Okay, this is very important. If your bottom head, if your drum sounds good, and you just need to change the top head because of, I don't know, you just ate through it, right? You have been using it. It's just it's been used. It's time to change the top head. But you like the way the drum sounds, do not change the tuning of the bottom head. Accommodate the top head to the bottom head. People always talk about how you got to tune within the drum. No, if your drum sounds good, that means that the bottom head is tensioned correctly, and you don't need to change anything. So that's a free tip. Put it back on. And then from this point, I just struggle to put these tension rods back on. Anyway, so as this is happening, I just, not even finger tight. This has like a little stub, drum key, and I tighten these as much as I can with just my hand, right? So there's almost no tension here. And I just do this. So it's there. That sounds really good already. Now, what I like to do is one step further. I will literally just go around the kit and just go 2 full turns around the tom. Sounds terrible. That's the point. 1 full turn back on everything, and usually that's the money spot. Sounds good. I can't really hear it, but I can tell you that the way this feels is very close to the way I want it to sound.
This city won't change us, won't change us, oh no. This city won't change us, you know, no. This city won't change us, la da 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 da. No matter where we go, we always find a way back
Okay, I'm editing this video and I forgot to do like the outro thing. I'm in my backyard. Look at these beautiful, oh my gosh. I don't know what that plant is, but it's very pretty. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. You know where to find me. If you want to talk to me, leave a comment. Hit me up on Instagram, DrumAwayEman. But more importantly, I have a question for you guys. I have been filming every single day since April, and I plan on releasing like pretty intense what it's like to tour in a year. We're touring a lot this year, a lot of fly dates, a lot of bus stuff, international stuff, and then more more personal for me, had some pretty dark, serious things happen. I lost a couple of friends, not on tour, but like lifelong friends that I've had. And just that whole process. Is this something y'all would like to see like 6 months and then 6 months, like a two-parter, or just one long, like hour-long thing? Leave a comment, let me know what you think. Again, thank you for watching, and enjoy tuning drums.